Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. This is Here's What View. I hope you're having a great day out there. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh my word, this video we're about to watch is amazing. And I wonder how you deal with situations in your own personal life. If you're having for example, if you're having um like a discussion or you need to talk to someone because they've done something, do you keep quiet for a while and just kind of calm down before you speak? Or do you just go out and lash out like that? How you feel, you just say everything? Or do you kind of bottle it in and just keep bottling it in, and you don't want to talk so that you don't cause trouble because this other person might just blow up, but if you say anything, it might just turn to something else, and then you bottle all the wrongs, all the stuff, and you just keep bottling it in. Then at a point, you just everything come out without saying, because you have been bottling it for a while, you just lash out like that. How do you deal with it? I want you to watch this video. Let me know how you deal with it, because in life you have to deal with conflicts all the time, as often as possible. It happens in people's life. Some people it's every day, some people it's every other day, some people it's every week or once in a month. It just depends on how people have learned to deal with their situation and handle it maturely. And if one side is okay, I will be quiet, but calm, and the other one isn't, how do you deal with it? So listen to this video and let me know what you think.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Hey, girl. Kitty, I love you. So what do you think is more damaging in a relationship? Saying too much in the heat of the moment or saying nothing at all?
Which one is more damaging?
Yes.
Too much in the heat of the moment.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because you're impulsive, and so your logic mind doesn't resonate whenever there's something that's emotionally evoking or emotionally heightened in that moment. When you're emotionally charged, you can say some of the most hurtful things to get under somebody's skin, and you don't reason. You just say what you can get out to make them comply in some type of form. So that's a lot worse than actually holding off and waiting to say something, or simply just suppressing the thought.
Context. When you say something out of anger, right? Okay. We're just gonna say you're angry, so you decided to tell the truth, correct? As a context.
Yeah.
So would you rather somebody tell the truth being angry, or not say nothing at all and never tell you their issues?
Absolutely not. I want you to handle me with kid gloves when you're angry. Here's what I used to tell a boyfriend of mine who was, my ex-fiance, who was... All right, I'm just gonna leave alone all those adjectives that I was going to use. I would say to him, please remember that you love me when you're angry. Because he seemed to forget. And I thought that, I was like, it's too hard to keep forgiving you after all of the indiscretions, after all of the anger, after all of the usage of such, verbally abusive language. It just got too hard to forgive. So I would definitely err on the side of caution, keep my mouth closed until I could, use reason and logic and thought and speak to you from a place of love, even though I am angry with you.
I would say it kind of goes, I agree with that point as well. You have to have kindness and conflict, but I think that it kind of goes with whatever that person can't stomach based on their own childhood wounds, right? Because you have some people that explosion is their communication. Yeah. You say F you, he say F you back, and the day can continue on. But if their childhood trauma had them being ignored and neglected, you retreating and walking away and abandoning them might do more damage than just cursing them out. So I think it also goes into how does this person feel most affected when you're arguing. Both suck, by the way. Yeah. I'm not trying to give y'all pointers on what's going to hurt them more, but what's going to hurt that person more ultimately goes into the way they were brought up. Like, some people shutting down on them can do more damage than cursing them out.
I'm gonna speak to that though. It isn't just the shutting down and you revisiting. Oftentimes that person doesn't revisit. So if I'm taking your question by face value, if I had the choice, you say some stuff out of anger or you choose to not say nothing at all. We mean nothing at all means you don't come back when you calm down. You don't say nothing at all. There are people that's so avoidant that they never tell you what the issues are. So listen, I understand it might not be perfect. It may not come out the right way, but it's better than you never saying nothing. The biggest heartbreak I've ever experienced is finding out the problems after you left, after you broke up. It's like you robbed me of the opportunity to improve. And in that moment, I would have rather, if you had to scream it out just to get it out. But how many times when you have the time to think and calm down, do you say, you know what, it ain't even that deep? And then you get in that position of doing that over and over and over again, and you never express what you want to say to your partner. So here's the thing. I agree. If I had the choice between you calming down and then speaking to me nicely, I would choose that. But if I'm reading her question at the face value, if it's nothing at all, I'd rather you be mad and tell me the truth than not say nothing.
However, sometimes loss is the greatest lesson that you have to learn. That's it. Sometimes loss is the greatest lesson, and that's what helps you grow. We don't grow when it's all, cherries and sunshine and rainbows and stuff. We grow through, catastrophe. We grow through, through difficulty. That's what we grow through, and sometimes it's loss that is the greatest lesson. So.
And I feel like, as a counselor, I've seen probably a lot more relationships die in silence than from arguments. And I feel like when we talk about trusting our partner, one of the things that gets overlooked is I got to be able to trust you in your chaos. You know what I'm saying? I got to be able to know that when you go to that space, there's certain regions of an argument that's not going to come up. Yeah, get your shit off, get your yell out, do whatever you got to do. But if I really trust the authenticity of this connection, I know with certain parameters you're not going to cross. It's been moments with me and my wife where the amicable expression wasn't going to be the one that was going to crack the code. You know what I'm saying? You have certain things that y'all talk about to y'all blue in the face, and it's way 21 after the first 20 ways that you try to be nice about it, where she had to yell at me, where she had to get her shit off in a way where now the light bulb went off over my head. I got to trust her to be able to do that because it's not always going to be the amicable expression that works.
I appreciate your question. Thanks. Can I get a question?
I just want to say I got this video accredits conversation night. That's where I got it from. You could actually just go, sign up with him.